Welcome back. Here we are again, and we had a viewer type a question for us, and we still haven't figured out. The question is,
What is the W?
and the only W that we're aware of is WCOBM, and that stands for the World Center of Broadcast Media.
Or
Yes, go
the
ahead.
letter after V?
That could be
Or
that.
a hotel?
Hey, I wouldn't have even been able to do that. The
Yeah.
letter after V. Seriously. So, and here's how concerned we are. We love your questions. We wanted to answer them. I was checking him to see if he had any W's on his tattoos.
No.
And then I even thought, what am I doing with my necklace or something? So, please, if you're still there, will you let us know which W you're talking about, and we'll answer it to the best of our ability.
Yes. It's
That's
a
all
mystery.
you can do. And his tattoos, by the way, are the names of his children.
Yes, Jake Ryan after the hot guy in 16 Candles, if you talk to my ex. And then London Elizabeth, which is my daughter.
I love that.
Oh, what is the wildest thing you promoted at the Hard Rock?
That's a good question.
I had a crazy sweet party that involved small farmyard animals and
Okay.
so yeah, no, there's been some pretty crazy things. I don't know if I'm allowed to discuss.
You can, just don't drop
openly.
the F-bomb. No. If you do, I can't pick it up because this is live. But seriously, well, we'll skip the small farm animals.
Yeah,
Was
but
that
no,
the
we've
craziest?
we've had some pretty crazy nights there with rock stars and musicians and all the things you could possibly imagine that can go on. I don't know how much I'm allowed to divulge, though. Sorry, because
Well.
of my non-disclosures that I signed. But there's a lot of wild things that do go on at the Hard Rock and in other hotels.
Yeah, you're going to just kill me. I'm going to mention the Red Roof Inn again.
I love the Red Roof Inn.
But seriously, there have been things in even smaller places like that, I'm
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Because it's the privacy of the room and everything. However, you weren't involved in any of these events, were you? You just heard about them the next day?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love the question. Thank you.
yeah, thank you for the question.
Yeah, I would never have even thought of that, and it's an excellent question. I do have some other questions.
Yes.
And you know what? Actually, we were going to talk a little bit more about the Hard Rock. So you've matured, obviously, since the days of, we used to call them hill parties when I was a teenager, of the rave parties. So has your taste or ear for music changed as you matured?
Well, like I said, I grew up in Bakersfield, so it's a very country western
Okay.
based town. Buck Owens, Merle Haggard,
Yay.
his drummer, lived right across the street from me growing up. And
Oh, wow.
Merle Haggard used to bounce me on his knee when I was little, not now, obviously. And so I've always had a country base, and then I was a punk rock kid playing in punk rock bands, and then that music evolved into me listening to like industrial and turned into techno and blah blah blah. So I still listen to punk rock. I still listen to country western. And I still listen to electronic music. I love all music, and nothing really.
Right. I do too.
Yeah, if it's good, it's good.
You know, I had a guest last week, and she had an interesting concept about how music affects different chakras in your body.
Sure. Yeah.
And you would agree with that?
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, yeah. I mean, music. I mean, this right now is being broadcast, and it's going into outer space, right?
Oh,
or
I'm sure.
is it? Or it's terrestrial, so maybe not. But whatever we say, I mean, it's vibration, and in vibration, I mean, that's what rave culture was so big, is because, I mean, the basic beat of life is the heartbeat, and then it
Correct.
went to the drum beat, and then it went to electronic music, and so music, it connects everybody, and is very freeing and opening and all those things. So. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess the music can soothe the savage breast, they used to say, but also I imagine at the raves you would have to use something really pumped up, energetic, and drive them.
Yeah, we would take people on a musical journey. You know, depending on in the evening it start off slower, and then it would progress into something faster, and then we would take them back down, so to speak.
Oh, well, you know what? Here we have another. Okay.
No, that's still the same one. Same
But
one.
based on that question, what's the wildest rave you ever had? Ha.
I had a full moon naked rave party on a thing called the Floating Castle in San Diego, and there'd be these floating barges that this swinger guy owned strip clubs in San Diego.
Great.
And he was awesome.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, and we had a party where everyone was naked, and dancing underneath the full moon. So that's pretty much the craziest party I've ever
Well,
done.
that's pretty cool. Is that down by the Embarcadero, or where do they?
It was down in, I think it was towards Chula Vista in the harbor area, around that area. But yeah, they now have, he's passed away, and those barges that were awesome have gone into disrepair and have kind of like just floated into nothingness.
How many people did you have? I think we've all probably danced naked in the full moon.
It
but
was
I mean,
about
not in group, not me personally.
300 to 500 people that night.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Great.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Just things were flopping and.
I do have a vivid imagination.
Yeah,
I just have
it
to
was
say.
pretty wild night.
So yeah, the sails. It wasn't just the sails flapping.
Yeah,
it was all
things
kinds of
were-
things flapping.
Definitely.
So, my goodness. I wanted to talk a little bit about Vegas. Is so happy to have the Electric Daisy Carnival here.
Yeah.
And you actually were a good part of Narnia.
Right, Narnia was my event. Actually, I did a carnival back in 1991 called Wild Kingdom.
Here we go again with the
Yeah,
animals. No.
yeah, and wildness. It's our theme today. And that was, I think, the first underground party to do carnival type events. And Pasquale, who does this one, was actually one of my promoters, the kid that used to pass out flyers for me. And he worked his way up, and he's done a great job, and he should be commended. And when all this stopped in the late 90s, he kept going. And he deserves everything that he's gotten from it today. So I'm really proud of him and really happy for him. So.
In L.A., there was an incident, wasn't there? Which I don't know. I just was curious. Somebody got hurt, and so they banned it and blessed Las Vegas with it. I know it brings a lot of traffic
Yeah,
here.
I think somebody died or something. But I mean, people die at sporting events. They die in casinos. They die in restaurants. They die everywhere. I mean, death is a part of life. So, to single out these events because they are drug based is, it gets the media's attention. It gets politicians reelected. So luckily we were able to capitalize upon that and bring the event to Las Vegas. And it brings a lot of money to our economy. So it's a great event for everyone in Las Vegas, and everyone should go check it out at least once.
Yeah, well, I don't like crowds. I really don't. So
Yeah.
that would be, I don't like when I can't get out of some place like New Year's Eve on the Strip. It's locked down. And also during the NASCAR, the races. I went once and they wouldn't let us out.
That's not my thing either. That's why I like my Tiki bar, the Golden Tiki, because it's just like it's mellow. But everyone should see it, experience.
You're right.
200,000 people dancing and.
Can you get me a VIP pass?
I'll try. Yeah.
I would attend if I had a VIP pass, a limo, and I'd be all about
that's
it.
a good time.
Yeah, the Golden Tiki again. What kind of music are you playing there?
We're playing lounge. We're playing Exotica, which is like Les Baxter, Arthur Lyman, Martin Denny. It's kind of tropical sounding music.
Very lush, I would imagine.
Yeah, we play all the standards like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. We play everything to surf guitar to even punk rock, rare groove. I mean, it's very intelligently programmed, so it's nothing that's too wild and crazy. All ages can enjoy it and be into it. So.
Do you do the programming, or do you have a sound engineer?
I have a sound engineer. I have DJs, and I also DJ. I collect records.
I was gonna ask too. So people can have live if they want their own music. Do you have the?
We're not like a
ability to-
jukebox, but if you want to make a suggestion, our DJs would be into it. But sounds like a great place. I will check it out next time I come
to town. I would
Sure.
imagine. I love this caller.
Yeah, you're awesome.
And if you're somebody I know, I'll go with you.
Yes.
So and again, it's in Chinatown. Again, I like that you're doing all those exotic drinks, and we want to talk quickly, if we can. We have about a minute about the pirate, because I love sailing. I'm a born and bred sailor. at
Yeah,
heart,
sailing
so
takes me away.
to where I want to be.
So it's Captain William Tobias Faulkner. He was a pirate. He discovered a map to the Flaming Skull Island, which is home to the Golden Tiki. He discovered the Golden Tiki, and he grabbed it, went to his pirate's quarters, and forever he's staring into the Golden Tiki at the Golden Tiki, and you can see him every night, and he performs once an hour.
He does, really?
He's animatronic. He tells the story of the golden tiki.
Thought maybe he had a ghost or something.
It's
He's not
amazing.
related to William Faulkner, the writer, is he?
No,
Or-
but
okay.
everyone, there's connections there. So it's
okay.
WTF, William Tobias Faulkner.
And it's the Tiki Palace on
The Golden Tiki.
Golden Tiki.
Golden Tiki.
Up on Spring Mountain, and it's going to be open the end of the month. Mark it on your calendar. We got to go, but we'll be back.
It's open now.
Yeah. Oh, it's open now. Grand opening. We'll be back with Craig Cantor.
Neil. Awesome. Red
Ciao.
Roof Inn.
Come back.